Hey, what's up? It's your boy Ramsraman, and we're back to another video, guys. We are watching Wansee Entertainment again, but I hope you liked my Evil Nun video. And we are joined with.
Yeah, and I have my gun ready.
The 357 Magnum, but I wanted that, so we got it. Got some comment in the vid. You gotta come in the vid.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so I chose this gun, which is technically better than that gun. Pew.
Yeah.
This is the AK with some modifications that I got.
No, but I
This is worth $1 million, and also there you can put bullets inside this hole.
No, just pretend.
He's a kid. He doesn't know I bought it, so he doesn't know.
You didn't know. He gave me it on my birthday.
Yeah, but he never got the bullets. I still have the bullets.
Huh?
Because
What?
see, there's a compartment here. You can put the bullets inside this.
Why did you not give me its bullets?
Because you were too small to handle with that. Let's go. Okay, we're back.
Yeah.
A huge problem this game, but we're not gonna mention that. Let's go.
Hey. Okay.
Dab like this.
The events of the story take place over the course of a few nights.
Okay.
Before we get there, I need to provide a little bit of backstory.
Okay.
My husband and I have just moved to New York City.
Last time I told you whenever I do this, I get scared.
Yeah.
So look out for that.
Yeah, we have blankets.
My veins.
Like right in the
Oh
heart
yeah.
of
Oh yeah. We totally forgot the blankets. Got the blankets. Kasim, bring up your blanket. Bring up your blanket. Show them your blanket. Yay!
Yeah.
We're warm and cozy. It's the winters, and we're warm and cozy right now.
It's winter. It's not.
But I like to be cold because I'm very happy. Let's go.
Even me.
Let's go.
city. The apartment was breathtaking. I kept thinking that it was a loft apartment you would see in a movie or a television show. My husband was fortunate enough to land a well-paying job that allowed us to afford this beautiful apartment.
Good.
My favorite part was the view. At night, you could see all the lights from the city out of the windows.
Okay.
It didn't take long for my husband to make some friends at work.
Oh.
He's a very social person, and being in sales for a decade makes it easy for him to strike up a
What
conversation.
the bruh? What the heck?
Yeah.
Also, first of all, look at the last guy using the laptop.
Yeah.
Now I think he's a killer.
Yeah,
First of all.
give me my killer.
What the? Also, you know that that's the fake apple because a real apple has a bite on its apple. So, yeah, that's fake.
Almost a year into living in the city, we had our weekend crew that we would hang out with routinely. We would have dinner, play games, or just have some drinks with Becky and Jim, as well as another couple, Jason and Liz.
It's not
My husband's
the
best friend from the city was a man named Eric.
what?
Eric did not have a significant other, but never came alone. He always had a friend that he would bring. He would always joke with me and my husband. Don't worry, guys. You never have to worry about me being the third wheel. This turned into a reoccurring joke, and Eric was almost referred to as this third wheel. One night after one of our little get-togethers, my husband and I were getting ready for bed.
Okay.
We talked for a while, but I'm pretty sure I fell asleep mid-sentence.
Okay.
I woke up at some point in the middle of the night. I
Eric
didn't
was
look
there.
at the time, but it was still dark, so before 5 a.m. if I had to guess. I heard a noise, and I know that it's what woke me up. I just laid in bed, feeling a bit uneasy, and looked up in the dark room. I thought I could see a figure of some kind in the corner of the room. The more I tried to focus, the more and harder it was to see.
Are
I
you
felt
okay?
as if though I could almost hear
2K.
something
2K is here.
breathing
2K.
Are you okay? Oh no, I'm
After a few minutes, I felt much better and chalked it up to
Wait,
some
what?
kind of vivid nightmare. See, I felt as if though I could almost hear something like breathing or wheezing. After a few minutes, I felt much better and chalked it up to some kind of vivid nightmare and rolled over back to
Yes.
bed.
Yeah. Nightmare.
I was too scared
Reasonable.
to look and
Rational.
didn't want to wake my husband up for something that was probably just a giant overreaction.
Yeah.
The next night came and same story. We went to bed at around 11.
Okay.
I didn't tell my husband about the events of the night before.
Why?
Again, I was awoken in the middle of the night. This time, I looked at the time, and it was shortly after 4 a.m. I could for sure hear breathing this time.
Hey.
I looked around the room from the bed.
Man, that little rascal
Yeah.
comes again and again.
Yeah.
Figures
You
like I
know,
did the night before. I could just hear the breathing and it felt so close. I tried waking up my husband, but he was out cold. I didn't try awfully hard because he had to wake up in about an hour for work.
Slap.
I didn't sleep well
But
the
don't
rest
do
of the night.
but don't do
I
it
woke
in
up with
real
him in the
life.
morning
That's
and
bad.
did not want to
Yeah.
stay in the
When
bedroom
you're in a
alone when he
situation
left.
like that, do
I
it.
moved to the living room
Worth
and slept
it.
on the couch for a couple of hours.
Uh-huh.
The day was miserable. I couldn't shake the weird feeling for the entire day.
It's
Around 2 in the afternoon, I took a shower. When I turned the shower off and was drying
Please
my hair
don't
in the
tell me he's
bathroom,
gonna
I
be
heard
here while
something
she's
from outside the
showering.
bathroom door. I froze in paranoia in the
For
bathroom
God's
and listened
sake.
with my ear to the door, but heard nothing. Finally, I worked up the courage to leave the bathroom and felt a minor moment of relief when I was in fact still alone in the apartment. Shortly after 5, my husband came home from work and I told him about the events of the last 2 nights.
Okay.
At first he laughed as if though I were telling him a joke. Once he realized how freaked out I was, he then began to try and rationalize what I could have been seeing and hearing.
The only reason
I have to
is
say, I was insulted because he even suggested that maybe I had too much to drink, but that was not the case whatsoever. He then said in a reassuring voice, "Listen, if it happens again, just wake me up, and I'll search the room." This actually did give me some relief that I was able to talk to him about it. However, I was still anxious that I would hear or see something again.
the curiosity.
That night came quickly, and I was so tired from the previous night that I fell asleep even though I was practically petrified to go to bed.
Uh-huh.
Again, right around 3:30 in the morning, I woke up to the sound of breathing.
Not
It was undeniable at this
again.
point. I looked around the room and saw nothing, just like the previous night. I woke up my husband and told him to listen. He
Okay.
said he could hear the breathing too. He sprang from the bed and turned on the light. There was thankfully nobody standing in the room. That brief moment of solace ended quickly
What's that breathing,
when
bro?
that nightmare
Yeah.
came true. My husband walked over to the walk-in closet, and emerging from under the bed was
Oh!
my friend Eric. He sprinted toward when that nightmare came true.
give me
My
that.
husband
No.
walked over to the walk-in closet,
Cuckoo.
and emerging from under the bed was my friend Eric.
Holy.
He sprinted towards my husband, who was now in the closet, and tackled him. I screamed in panic, absolutely freaking out. I jumped from the bed and tried to make a run for the door. My plan was to just yell in the hallway until someone hopefully heard me. I didn't even make it to the door before Eric had caught me. I screamed as loud as I could, and thankfully in a quick moment my husband sprang out
Oh.
and
Yes.
tackled Eric in
Yes,
return.
bro.
I ran to the cell phone and called the police. My husband is a fairly large man and was able to get Eric to the ground and keep him there and subdue him until the cops showed up. To the police's credit, they showed up incredibly fast. My husband only had minor scrapes and bruises, but had a pretty big knot on his head.
Oh my God.
When the cops were arresting Eric, we could hear him saying, "I didn't want to be the third wheel anymore. I didn't want to be the third wheel anymore." What's even more disturbing is that he told the police he was inside of our apartment for a couple of days. He had somehow stolen my husband's key and made a copy of it. He was apparently breaking into the apartment for weeks, but had been staying during the night for the last few
God.
days. I'm not sure why he didn't try anything while we were sleeping or any of the times myself or my husband were alone in the apartment. It still freaks me out thinking that this man was inches from where I slept. We're now back in my hometown and not living in the city
my
anymore. The terror you
freaking
feel being
God.
trapped that high up in the
The
sky
heck?
with nowhere to run has made me extremely claustrophobic. You never know what people are capable of, even people you consider close friends. The police did inform us that
I
Eric
knew
stated
from the
he
start
didn't
he was
intend to
the
hurt either one of us that
imposter
night,
among us.
but the look in his eyes told us a completely different story.
Yeah, I thought that he was the. Okay, bro. So, guys, one more. Let's go.
Yeah.
The carpenter at my house.
This happened not long after we moved into our house
Okay.
in 2003. It was a nice and big house. which was
Oh.
made in the 1950s.
Okay.
One day I was in my backyard watering the grass, and then out of the corner of my eye, I saw something that
Yo,
made
what
me
the
pause.
heck?
There was a man.
Okay, we're back another one.
Yeah.
My teacher got fired and now she's trying to kill
My
us.
name is Karen, and this happened when I was 14 years
Okay.
old. I had the best teacher ever, who was also really kind.
Come in the vid.
She let us
Come in the
do
wind.
whatever we wanted and didn't
Smoke
care
it?
about us at all.
Jeez.
I know that it wasn't
Smoking is
appropriate for
bad
her
for you.
students. However, because we were young kids, everyone liked her except for one person.
Nerd.
He was what we called a nerd. He was smart,
There
but
you
he
go.
was a big snitch
There
and
you
really
go.
annoying. He always said we all needed to study and not goof around, but everyone ignored him.
Don't care about
We
someone
heard that our
else's,
teacher
like,
had been fired. There were rumors
help other people, but like, care about yourself too.
Yeah.
Here I'm teaching lessons.
going around about her. One was that she was fired because the nerd had snitched on her and
Oh my-
told his parents. They all complained to the principal. Soon the nerd was bullied a lot because of it, and he finally ended up leaving the school and moving to another one. When he packed his stuff and left the classroom
Now-
on his last day,
Now, based off my teacher got fired and now she's trying to kill us. I think that the teacher's going to come into school and she's gonna take someone. I don't know, like shoot him, hit him. Thankfully, this guy left early because he would have gotten like so bad because he was the one
No.
who got her fired.
Yeah. No teacher has guns with them. Yeah.
I
But she's
saw
not
him
a teacher
crying
now.
and staring at us with a bruised eye. It gave me goosebumps.
Ooh.
About 2 years later, on a rainy day, we had to stay inside the classroom. We were just talking, playing, and doing other stuff as usual. When the class was about to start, our teacher told us all to use the bathroom beforehand. So while some of us
I see
were
where this
walking
is
to
going.
the
I see where
bathroom,
this is going.
we
I see
saw
where
that
this
the
is going.
teacher who
She's
had
gonna
been
be there.
fired walked into the school.
I
She was
told
calm.
you.
As we walked past her, she suddenly looked at us, stopped us, and
I
said,
told you.
"Wait, I know you. You guys were in my class, right?"
I told
She was
you.
smiling at us, but somehow she looked very tired, and I felt a bit weird. We replied, yes, ma'am."
Okay.
At that very moment, we saw a gang of boys following her, and I
told
could
you.
see that they were
Kidnapped.
holding knives with some blood on it. We then started screaming, but all the classrooms were far away from the bathroom, so nobody could hear our desperate screams.
No.
Then we turned around and told the teacher and the gang to please go away and spare us. Our teacher glared at us for a while and slowly started smiling. "Don't worry, you are next." As soon as she told us this, someone abruptly pulled out a knife and they all started grabbing us. The next thing I knew, we were dragged onto some kind of big van.
Greg.
My friends and I were crying and terrified. I knew something bad was going to happen.
Is nobody really
However,
there?
at that moment,
Yeah.
when they pulled us into a van, we suddenly heard a loud siren. Fortunately, one of the teachers saw when they
Yes!
entered the school
Yes!
and stabbed some of the students. He immediately called the police. After they were arrested,
Yes.
all the students had to go home early and the school closed for a week. It turned out that the gang was hired by former surgeons who were fired for removing people's organs and killing them. Furthermore, our psychopath teacher had been working with them,
God.
and she was a murderer who would have murdered parents and raped their kids. A few months after, the whole gang was sentenced to 10 years in prison.
10 years?
Finally received a death sentence.
Yeah.
However, that was not all.
Yeah.
To our surprise,
Of course
the
a death
police
sentence.
also found out that the nerd had been helping the teacher with murder for a long time. I don't know why he did that, but anyway, He will be charged with helping her with murder when he turns 18.
Oh my god, guys! Qasim, what do you have to say about that?
Oh my god. He wanted to kill and racked his kids and other kids.
Kids? His kids? He doesn't have any kids. There are nobody's kids in this video. I mean, like, there are kids, like, but they're teens, not kids.
Yeah.
You should know that because you're a kid. But I'm a teen. I'm a teen, bro.
He's not 18.
I'm a teen,
Oh.
not 18. Okay, guys. As always,
Yeah.
hit the like.
Bye. Smash that like button. Subscribe. Make sure to smash that like button. I mean,
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Hit that notification bell.
Yeah.
Comment down below what game you want us to play and what things you want us to react to.
Yeah.
But make sure it's not copyrighted. Woo! The
But-
biggest storm in the world.
And also make sure you don't if you don't like our videos, you have to like. Yeah.
Guys, just saying don't like my videos. I mean,
Yeah.
like the button. Don't like hit the like button. Just touch the subscribe button and we'll see you next time. That's all is good.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye again.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye.
Bye.